We're all trying to make our lives a little better, right? We're always on the lookout for that new habit, that new routine, that next thing to add to our day. But what if we've been looking at this whole self-improvement thing completely backwards? Just think about that for a second. Instead of piling more and more onto your already full plate, what if real, meaningful progress actually comes from taking things off? From subtraction, not addition. The common advice is always to add something, right? Meditate more, exercise more, read more, and that's all great stuff. But there's a more powerful way, and that's just simply identify and remove the things that are holding you back. It's kind of like gardening. You don't just keep planting more flowers. First, you have to clear out the weeds so the good stuff has room to grow. So, let's get specific. We're going to break down 7 of the most common habits that weigh people down, often without them even realizing it. Let's see if any of these sound familiar to you. Okay, first up, the number 1 anchor we need to cut loose is this habit of living in the past. Whether you're constantly replaying old mistakes in your head or maybe just reliving the glory days over and over, you're robbing yourself of the only moment that actually exists, right now. See, our brains love the past because it's familiar territory. But when you finally let go of that baggage, you free up a ton of mental and emotional energy that you can actually use to build your future. The second thing you've got to stop doing is fearing change. It's a subtle one, but man, it is powerful. Our brains are basically wired for survival, which means they love what's comfortable and familiar. But that comfort zone, it's the enemy of growth. It's where potential goes to die. Avoiding what's new or what's a little bit scary just guarantees you'll stay stuck. The truth is, every single bit of progress you have ever made in your life happened because you stepped outside that zone and embraced something that felt a little uncomfortable at first. Now for number 3, a habit that really works from the inside out, and that's the toxic habit of putting yourself down. We all have it, right? That inner critic, that little voice that tells you you're not good enough, not smart enough. It is your single biggest enemy. It just systematically rips your confidence to shreds. But the antidote isn't to become arrogant. It's self-compassion. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness you'd give to a friend. That's what builds the resilience you need to get back up and try again. Moving on to a trap that so many of us fall into. The absolutely exhausting cycle of trying to please everyone. Look, if you're trying to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to yourself. It's that simple. Your own needs, your goals, your values, they just get completely lost in the noise. It is so important to understand that setting boundaries isn't mean. It's not selfish. It's an act of self-preservation. It's how you protect your energy and stay true to who you are. Okay, the 5th habit is sneaky because it actually feels productive, but really it's a form of paralysis. And that is overthinking everything. Overthinking feels like you're getting stuff done, doesn't it? You're planning, you're strategizing, but really it's just your brain getting stuck in a worry loop. They call it analysis paralysis. The most successful people don't wait for the perfect plan. They take a small, messy, imperfect first step. Action is what creates clarity. Overthinking just creates more confusion. Coming in at number 6 is a particularly modern curse. I'm talking about the endless, and I mean unwinnable, game of comparing yourself to others. Every time you scroll through social media or look at a coworker's success, you are literally comparing your messy, behind-the-scenes reality with their perfectly curated highlight reel. It is a game you can never, ever win. The only comparison that actually helps you grow is the internal one. Are you a little bit better, a little bit wiser than you were yesterday? That is the only thing that matters. And finally, our 7th habit to live. And this one's a tough one to break. Seeking external validation. If your sense of self-worth depends on likes, comments, or compliments from other people, you're giving them the power to build you up or tear you down at any moment. Your confidence becomes incredibly fragile. True, lasting confidence, the unshakable kind, doesn't come from the outside in. It's built from the inside out by knowing your own value, no matter what anyone else thinks. So we've gone through the 7 habits, but here's the deal. Knowing this stuff isn't the same as doing it. Knowledge isn't power until it's applied. So it's time to move from just knowing to actually doing. Now look, you don't have to tackle all 7 of these at once. That would just be adding another huge thing to your to-do list, which is the exact opposite of our goal here. So instead, just look back at this list and ask yourself this one simple question. What is the one thing, just one, that you will consciously decide to stop doing, starting right now? Pick one and just see how much lighter you feel.